Welcome back, you guys. Today we're going to be making this melt in your mouth pot roast. So come on in my kitchen and let's get started. Okay, you guys, so to get started with this Sunday dinner, we're going to go ahead and season up our meat. So as you can see, I've already washed it and put in my pan, and I'm going to first go in with some. Normally I try to use gloves whenever I'm handling raw meat, but hold on, let me go see if I have some. Okay, so I don't have my gloves, bummer, but we're still gonna make it work. So we're gonna start by seasoning. We're gonna season both sides of the meat. Why? Because we eat both sides of the meat, okay? All right, so we're gonna go in with some nature season. And most of the time, whenever I'm cooking this type of meat, I like to cook it the night before. I'm sorry, let it marinate the night before. And I didn't get a chance to do that this time, but I'm cooking it Saturday night for Sunday dinner, so the seasonings will still have time to marinate and get all into that meat, so it'll still be just as good as if I did like a marinade before I actually cook it. So yeah, it's still going to be good, you guys. So I'm just gonna season. I turned it over because I'm just gonna season the bottom side of the meat first, and then flip it over and do everything all at one time on the other side. So I just did my nature season, and I still like to go in with some onion powder, and I'm going to put some onions on here too, some actual onions. But this just onion powder brings out a lot more flavor to me than the onions. The thing about fresh onions, you get more flavor out of them when you put them in near the end. So the reason why I use the onion powder and the onions, because I get the look and the taste of the actual onions, and then I also use the onion powder to get more of an amped up flavor, if that makes sense. But so now I'm going to go in with just a little bit of garlic powder. Just a little bit. And sometimes, if you want to, cheat a little bit, just go ahead and buy the Lipton onion soup mix. And hey, I've done that plenty of times. Sometimes I still do. I'm going to just use a little bit of meat tenderizer, because sometimes this roast has a tendency to be tough. But the key to that, you guys, is to cook your meat at a lower temp and just kind of do like a slow cook or like a slow roast in the oven. That is another key for helping your meat to be tender. All right, so I'm getting ready to go in with a little bit of accent, just a little bit. And this one is almost empty, but I have another one. Alright, and I believe that's all. That's all for. I wish I had some Tony Chachere's, but I don't. But that's okay. The main thing you want for this is your onion and your salt. Pepper. I'm not a big pepper fan, but my family is. But that's the main thing you want, is the onion, and actually we're going to put some green peppers on it as well. So on the top part of our meat, we're going to do the same thing, going with our nature season. And really, I say it all the time, if you watch my channel before, if you have this, you really don't need anything else. And what I said, a little bit of garlic powder. Just a little bit. And then also, with this meal, I'm going to be making some cornbread, I believe. I think I'm going to make some. Y'all, I'm on the fence. I'm trying to decide whether I want to do all of that. I know I'm going to do carrots and potatoes, rice, and then we're going to have the gravy off of the meat. I'm trying to decide if I want to do cornbread or do a dessert. So I don't know yet. All right, and then we're gonna put some accent. But yeah, we have not had this in a while, so I figured, hey, it's time to change it up, because we get, you know, we all get tired of the same thing, and so we switch it up a little bit. All right, so now I have this meat seasoned. Did I put meat tenderizer on this side? I don't think I did, so let me put just a little bit. And when we, back in the day when my mom used to make this, we used to pound the meat. I think it's called pulverized. If I'm not, if I hope I'm not mistaken, but we would just beat the meat a little bit just to kind of thin it out, just to make it a little bit, you know, so it'll be a little bit more tender. But I don't have anything here to do that with, so that's why I added a little bit of meat tenderizer. But I'm also gonna, like I said in the beginning, I'm gonna slow cook it so that it will be tender. Okay. All right. So the next thing is we're gonna get our onions and our peppers. I have a green bell pepper that I'm going to add to this, so I'm gonna bring you guys back once I have that chopped up. I wish I could do, and I have yet to master it. I'm not sure why, but I want to. I want to learn how to chop up vegetables. Let me bloom this out a little bit. Chop up vegetables like the pros do it, like how they do it really fast like that. And every time I try to do that, I almost cut my hand. So I really want to learn how to do that because it's so cool when I see other people do it, and obviously a lot faster. But yeah, I definitely want to learn how to do that. It looks so much better to me like that way. So yeah, I'm just gonna cut these up, and I'm gonna do my onions sliced about this size as well. And I thought about putting some on the bottom too. A lot of times I do that. I'll put a layer of onions and a layer of peppers on the bottom, just so the bottom will have that flavor. And I think I'm going to do that this time too. Hey, why not, right? Okay, you guys, look at our pan so far. I have my onions. This is one whole onion, and I think, yes, it's an, oh gosh, I can't talk. It's a yellow onion, and then I did one green bell pepper. So next I'm getting ready to get the potatoes and carrots chopped up, but I'm going to go ahead and get this in the oven for a little bit, and then I'm going to add the potatoes and the carrots. I would say halfway through cooking. I haven't made this in so long, I forgot when to add the potatoes and carrots, but we're going to get it together, right? We're going to get it right together, okay? So I'm going to go ahead and, like I said, just add a little bit of water to, because I want a gravy, and I'm going to put some aluminum foil, and I'm going to pop it in the oven at 325, and we're just going to slow cook this baby. All right, and y'all see how tender it is when it comes out. And guys, I almost forgot, I add a few pats of butter. Let's see, I think I'm gonna do about 4 tablespoons of, let's just do 6 tablespoons of butter. Just gonna put that around. This is not your everyday meal, okay? So keep that in mind. You don't have to use the butter, it's optional. But yeah, butter is going to make it better. So that's about 6, because I didn't reuse. Matter of fact, no. How many is that? 1, 2, 3, 4. That's about 4 tablespoons of butter right there. Just a little bit. I promise you it makes a difference. But you know, it's optional. You don't have to. So we're gonna go ahead and pop this in the oven. And while that's in the oven for a little bit, we're gonna start on our potatoes and carrots. When we were little and cooking with mom, and we would have to cut up the potatoes or whatever, or the sweet potatoes for yams, and I used to hate peeling potatoes. Oh my goodness, when making potato salad, oh my goodness. So that's one thing I never enjoyed doing anyway, but hey, you gotta do what you gotta do, right? Got to do what you have to do. But yeah, this is going to be so yummy. And y'all, I think I am going to do that cornbread, because yeah, you can't have, you know, pot roast with carrots and potatoes and rice and gravy without, oh, and I'm making turnips too, y'all. So you can't have that Sunday dinner without the cornbread, especially if I'm not making macaroni. So I'm going to go ahead and do the cornbread, and also when I put the potatoes and carrots in, I'm going to add a little bit of Italian seasoning, excuse me, to the potatoes. Y'all, when I tell you, that is so good. That is so good. So I'm going to show you guys how I do that once I go ahead and put the my vegetables in the pan. I'm just going to toss them in a little bit of olive oil. Before I do that, I'm going to toss them in a little bit of olive oil before I put them in the pan. And then I'm going to, oops, drop something. Then I'm going to season them. So see you guys in a little bit. Okay, so I have my potatoes and carrots all chopped up pretty nicely, and I have already tossed them in some olive oil, and I put garlic powder, no, excuse me, onion powder, some Italian seasoning, and some dried parsley flakes, and then I put a little bit of the nature season, and I just tossed them real quick, and then I'm ready to go ahead and add them to my pan. I think I need to go ahead and add them now. So y'all, like I told y'all, it's been a while since I cooked this, so we're all learning in this together. So I'm gonna go ahead and add them to my meat. Okay, so, and you guys, it is already smelling so good with the peppers and onions already getting cooked in there. It is already smelling so good. But do y'all remember when they used to have the, and they still have it, but when we used to use the roast, what is it called, the bag that you can roast the meat in, I forgot what, the oven bag, yeah, oven bag, and we used to use that a lot, and that really helps in the helping the meat to become, actually helps it to cook faster too, but to get more moist and tender and juicy. So I am not sure if I need to add all these potatoes, because look, I still have about a half of a bowl left. So I don't want to overcrowd my pan, because everything needs, you know. So yeah, I'm not sure I'm going to add all of those. Okay, yeah, we're just going to let that be enough right here. I kind of feel like the pan is already overcrowded, but okay, yeah, we're just gonna let that do, and I'm just gonna probably cook the rest of those. I'm probably gonna maybe freeze them, I'm not sure yet, or I may use them for a soup or something. I don't know. But doesn't that look so pretty? It looks so pretty, all the colors, and Yeah, it looks so pretty. Alright, you guys, so I went in and I did add some Lipton onion soup mix because I just had a taste for it. So I went ahead and added that in there, and you guys, it just smells so good. And I'm gonna tell you why I added it. I forgot my gravy master, and so yes, you can do it without the gravy master or the Lipton onion soup mix, but I just had a taste for it. So hey, I went ahead, you do what you want to with your dishes, okay? But anyway, I just wanted to show you guys how it looked. We have some mustards. I got some turnips here and some rice. I'm going to fix a plate and show you guys how it all turned out. And you guys, here is the finished product. I still have it in the pan, but I just wanted to show you guys just how scrumptious this pot roast is looking. And y'all, it tastes even better when you slow roast, cook it on a low temperature and just let it just chill out in the oven, or not really chill out, but you'll get the point. Anyway, you guys, thank you so much for watching. Take a moment to subscribe, and I'll see you later.